All right, everybody, Mr. Henry here. We're going to go over the number 2 technique, gathering twigs. Okay, remember in gathering twigs, we have it from the 2-hand grab from the front. We turn both of them in, kick to the groin, kick to the sternum, lifting, push, cross out. Right? That's all for white going to yellow. Now, to expand on this, I want my upper belt to start thinking outside of the box. So now instead of the grab, think about it in 2 ways. A 2-hand low push. Instead of the outward parries to throw away, we make 2 hooking parries over the hands, go to the same foot movement with a kick to the groin, lift, push. Simple transactions to insert 1 parry set over the pull grab. It's a modification. Remember, as we grow in technique and knowledge, we can use the same techniques for multiple things. So originally the wrist grab on both. Now it's a low push. I come in, hook underneath, go to the same footwork, kick, kick, and then double push to way, cross. Now we can expand on this as we start going higher up on our belt level. From the grab to a low push, now let's say they go and do a higher push, which you're most likely going to see somebody comes on up and just gets up in there and just tries to push you up in the chest, right? So again, using both hands, I can step back out now to do a double parry, right? And where do we see this? In our first blocking set, right? Come back in, parry it out, kick, kick. And as I land, instead of doing the push, maybe for some reason that I can't push him away because perhaps there's a wall here. And if I push him, he's just going to slam into the wall and come right back. So depending on that type of environment where there isn't the ability for me to push him away, I do the same thing, but with the parry, kick, kick. And I change the push into 2 inward vertical forearm strikes under the ribs. Pop. As I land, hit. This should get him to arch, right? Hit arch or sink. Depends on how you hit them. If you hit them at the 45s going up, they should go up a little bit. If you hit them more horizontally, they're going to sink. So depending on how you hit them, you hit. But optimally, we want to hit at the 45s. Hit. Now I'm going to make my hands into 2 hooks. Just like we had the back hook earlier that we practiced about, I'm going to turn these into hooks and pull them forward towards me. And as I cat, this should strike both of his kidneys in the back. That should really arch him up from here. So I've hit, I come back with an arch. As he arches to my cat stance, pulling through, continue the motion, and then I'm going to put 2 fingers, 2 double sets of fingers into the eyes, slicing. So as you poke in the eyes, his hands will want to come up. Now as they come on up, we slice, drop the weight over both of the shoulders to drop his arms. Bounce off, middle knuckles here on the side of the temples, grind it. Hook the back of the head. All right? So again, we're here from the originally, but now we go double parry, kick, kick, land. Bring it in to arch up the back. Eyes drop. Temples grind, hook. Knee to the face, and then shin scrape down. Very much how we did to the inside of the leg on aggressive gift. So we're starting to combine some of the techniques that we've learned before with newer basics, right? This way it expounds our knowledge and we can create new techniques from techniques we've already had. So again, if we're here and I step back with a right, kick, kick, land, hook in, eyes, slice, drop, middle knuckles on the temples, grind, knee to the nose and face, shin scrape down, cross out, as we always do, checking our environment. Now say if I did it the other way, remember this way I stepped into the right. I can still do it with the left, right? Kick, kick, land, pull through, eyes, drop, middle knuckle, grind, knee, shin scrape down, cross out, cover. It can be done from both sides because the attack is coming from the front. It all depends on how you moved. But say we wanted to add different things or insert, we can. We just did that with a basic first technique that in the first category, gathering twigs number 2. So if you wanted to think about it, we pretty much just created a new technique from number 2 to here, striking, pop, down here, knee, down. And if we were to give it a technique, remember, what do we call the arms? Twigs, right? What is this? Parting. So we can even call it as a technique name, parting twigs, as a way to remember it. So those are just some of the things that when we take classes later on and we start to grow in our knowledge, we're going to start looking at our past techniques and how we can evolve them to new ways to fit newer situations. All right? So I'll see you guys next week. Take care and then practice it, or at least think about it for future reference. Bye.